All right, guys. So that's round two now. This live video didn't go very well because I was I was filming a video while I was doing a live, and I muted the video for 3 minutes anyway. While I was filming the video, my phone died. So yeah, nice one. So yeah, I'm on my laptop at the moment. I'm out in the garden. I am in Wales. I don't know if you can hear the sheep actually in the background now. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's some sheep in the field behind me. No, we're definitely in Wales. I'm just seeing my family member at the moment. Uh, I was doing a video, but just showing around the garden and showing what work's been done compared to last time I was here. I was here like a few months ago, I think. Can you remember I did that video when I think it's called at my grandparents' house and I was showing you around. Um, it's been quite a while. I think it was probably January time, maybe even December since I was last here. So about 6 months, something like that. Yeah, the only one on here at the moment. Oh, we've got a viewer. That's good. So yeah, as you can see, the title skews the last video that I just did, live video. It was a bit of a disaster. It's the same title, but yeah, celebrating the German Scroungers. And I don't know if you know what I'm referring to. Some of you probably do know what I mean when I say German Scroungers, aka as Shield Destroyer called it the other day. I watched a video of his for the first time in a while. I haven't been on VK for a long time, uh, because I haven't been able to get on, but I managed to get on a few days ago, and I watched one of his videos, and he said that he likes to call uh this particular topic that we're talking about, this particular family, and the main woman in it, which we will get into in a minute, the paedophile's mother, the rich paedophile's mother. Well, that's quite funny. So that's what she should be known as, the rich paedophile's mum. But yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, because I haven't been able to get on, but I managed to get on, and then suddenly I couldn't get on again. So I'm hoping I can get on in the future and I can just start posting on there again. But yeah, so the German Scroungers, aka known as the British royal family, aka Queen Elizabeth Windsor, uh, aka Queen Elizabeth Saxe Coburg Gotha, or whatever it's called, whatever the name was before. They changed the name to Windsor because originally, they are German. I should say German, and maybe even German Goths out there. But people don't look at their history; they just celebrate a bunch of rich scroungers that live off the taxpayers' money, the slave payers' money, because that's what they are. Yeah. Uh, so this week we celebrate the British people, or the people in England, and even the Commonwealth countries are celebrating uh, Elizabeth Coburg Gotha's Jubilee. And saying, "Oh, it's a patriotic thing to do. If you love your country, you'll wave the Union Jack, and if you're proud to be British, you'll wave the Union Jack." It's so ridiculous. Not knowing the fact that they're actually German Goths. They're not British at all. They might have been planned to be born here for a few generations, but that doesn't make them 100% British. They invaded this land. Um, I got tired today. Not very well either. I've got a bit of a sore throat. Uh, but yeah, we've got the freaking Jubilee this weekend, and everyone's so happy because they've got a bank holiday. And they're celebrating the bank holiday, and they're celebrating this wonderful woman whose son's a paedophile, who they're told. The mainstream media admits that. Imagine what they don't tell us. Um, but yeah, but no, we'll forget about that. Let's just celebrate Elizabeth Sachs Coburg Gotha's Jubilee. Sorry, Windsor. Elizabeth Windsor, of course. And let's celebrate how many palaces and how much money they have and how much richer and how much better they are than us, right? Let's celebrate all that. Let's forget about the fact that we're slave to their system, and they stole all that money and all the crown jewels and everything like that from places like India and Africa. Think about all that dirt that have come out of that family, all the dirt that have come out of that family, and think about what they're hiding. Of course, everyone's fucking. I feel. Do you know what? Right now, I feel like I'm whispering because with my next door neighbours. Side actually, I feel a bit. Okay, that's better. I can talk a bit loud now rather than be quiet. When someone's in the house or something, or someone's trying to sleep in my house when I'm at home back in Lincolnshire, in England, where I'm in Wales now, and there's actually no one here because I've got my house to myself. I'm house sitting in Wales. But yeah, I was outside then. There were people having a barbecue outside. I thought, you know what? No, I'm not gonna be awkward or feel awkward and whisper because when I whisper, I feel awkward and I can't get out what I need to say. But yeah, everybody's celebrating the Queen's Jubilee. Yay, woo! Yeah, let's celebrate how amazing this wonderful woman is. She helps us so much, doesn't she? Of all the palaces she has, all the mansions and houses, and how much money she has. Yeah, she's a wonderful woman, isn't she? Might as well just call her the rich paedophile's mum. The rich paedophile's mum. And then you've got freaking Nicola Sturgeon coming out and saying stuff like, Scotland. It's a shame that Scotland lost, but at least they lost. I'd rather them lose to Ukraine than some other team. Well done, Ukraine. Slava Ukrainia. It's ridiculous, isn't it? So, like, should rather Scotland lost to Ukraine because Ukraine deserved to win. We know it's not football's all bullshit anyway. It's all, they're probably planned for Ukraine to win the World Cup as well. Let's face it. Might as well give them the fucking trophy now. Um, what else has been going on? Yeah, I've been shadow banned on YouTube massively. I mean, if you look at my videos, they're definitely YouTube shadow banning me. They really are. Uh, let me just delete this video that I've just done. I've just done a previous live video that I'm just going to delete. It's there. 'Cause it didn't go very well. But yeah, celebrating the German Scroungers because they're such wonderful people. So now everyone's, they're putting down the Ukrainian flag and they're getting the Union Jacks up, getting ready to celebrate their slave masters. and how much better the ruling class is than what we are. And they're so proud that the Queen represents, the German Queen represents England and the Commonwealth, right? I mean, what the chances are they that very funny. I mean, I did actually have this thought last year about the 6th of June 2022, as soon as it all adds up to 666. I did say that last year in one of my videos. I said that could be an important date. And funny enough, the last day of the Jubilee is the 5th. Interesting, isn't it? And then you've got the 6th of June the next day, the 666. Now, many times, how many people, including myself, have planned about what could actually happen in our head and get ready for it and think about what could happen and then say, oh, this could happen on this day, and it never does. So chances are probably nothing will happen. But, you know, is it too obvious? I mean, you look at the masses today, you look at people, just ordinary people, you're really going to think they're going to be able to just think of something like that. Oh, 6th of June 2022. Oh, let's add up the two and the two and the two, shall we? That adds up to six. So you've got the 6th day, the 6th month, and the 2022, which adds up to 6. Do you really think they're just going to think of something like that in their head, unless they've been told, while waving their Union Jacks? Being so proud that the slaves to rich, powerful, paedophilic families that claim to have a status and claim to own everything and say and that they're in charge. And I don't even, I've even had a thing. Sorry, I've got a sore throat, guys. That's why I've got a bit of a croaky voice today. It's because I've just had a sore throat. I've been very well. Uh, I don't know. It's not a freaking COVID or anything like that, or what's the other one that's been going around? Obviously, it's not COVID because COVID's not real. What's the other one? The monkeypox. Yeah, maybe it's monkeypox. I don't freaking know. I mean, I've got a bit of I've got a red blister on my arm. Can I claim that to be monkeypox? I mean, what the fuck, monkeypox? Since when is that a big thing? Why is all that suddenly coming to the media? What's all that about? Why are they going to bring it in if they're just going to take it away again? You know, will they still be pushing it in a few weeks' time, or is it just one of those mini psyops again? Get people used to viruses coming around now. All of a sudden, for the last 2 years, it's just been non-stop. Coat CV, different variants, and now we've got the monkeypox. What other virus is going to come out of nowhere all of a sudden? Oh yeah, we've had bird flu as well, haven't we? Uh, we've had stuff about animals getting diseases and wanting to cull animals. It's just full of shit, aren't they? It's full of crap. Uh, Not really with it today. Suzanne, why do you and Suzanne, right? You and Paul, you always come on near the same time. You're all right anyway. How are you doing? Um, I'm just thinking, are you and Paul like related or something, or are you friends? Because I assume you're both from Ireland, aren't you? Just wondering. Um, so where was I? Oh yeah, yeah. So yes, celebrating paedophiles. So what have we had this year? We've had Ukraine and the Khazarian occult that has been a focal point in Ukraine in the past. We've had this freaking what's he called? Zelensky, this Zionist transgender gay uh weirdo that's somehow an international hero. He's like the new Winston Churchill. Uh, yeah, he's my partner. Lol. We live in the same house. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just wondering because sometimes you both come on at the same time. Like, do you have like different rooms, something? Um. So yeah, I mean, where do I begin? It's been a while, hasn't it, since I've done a live. When was the last live I did? I'll have a look. Was it was a month ago. It was a month ago. But yeah, I mean, while everyone's celebrating the paedophilic German Scroungers that claim to be British, uh, they're planning something else. They're getting ready for something else. You can feel it, can't you? You just know there's something else coming. I don't know where this monkeypox bullshit's going. Um, no, Jack, he's sitting beside me, sleeping in the same bed. So you both watching my video while you sat next to each other. Why don't you watch it on the same screen? It's not going to be a long video because I've got a bit of a sore throat. I've had a really bad sore throat, cough, runny nose, all sorts. Whatever you call it, it's more. I think it's just a detox of my body, you know. I've been eating a bit unhealthy, to be honest. I haven't had the healthiest of food this week. I've had a lot of greasy food, so maybe it's that. Maybe I'm just having a detox. Um, but it's nothing to do with the virus or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, you got the 6th of June coming up in 2022, 666. So maybe something could go down on that day. Maybe the Queen will buy the day straight after, right? I mean, would that be a bit too much of a coincidence that people will just say, hold on a minute, this doesn't add up? You know, would it be too obvious? Or are people stupid enough to buy it that the Queen actually died? I mean, I'm at the point now where the Queen doesn't actually exist. This character, Queen Elizabeth, is um is either a deep fake or someone in a mask. I think this character, Queen Elizabeth, is not a real person. I think it's just a character, and I think multiple people have played this character as Queen Elizabeth, and I think the Queen is actually wearing a mask. I think that's what you see. I think when you saw her on that balcony at Buckingham Palace yesterday, I think that was someone in a costume, and I think it was someone wearing a mask. I don't think this Queen character is real. I mean, I'm at that point now because it's just yeah, she looks different all the time. You notice people have noticed that there's differences in her face features every time she comes on camera, whether it's a deep fake or whether in the history as well. She always looks different, and I think 2021 Queen Elizabeth looks different to 1990 Queen Elizabeth because it's two different people playing the same character. And I think that's what we have in this world. I think that's why they're not afraid to go on camera, these politicians and these kings, queens, and presidents, because a lot of them are wearing face masks. A lot of them are probably even deep fakes in this day and age of technology that they admit to existing. Um, so it would not surprise me if, a lot of these presidents, prime ministers, politicians, royal families, and even celebrities are actually just characters, and they're not real people. They're just people behind face masks. Because you can look into this, face masks can be as realistic as a man or a woman's face. They have that capacity to make a mask that looks like a real face, a real life face. And when someone puts it on them, they look like that a character. They look like a real person when actually it's just a face mask. So I think that's where I'm at right now. That I'm open to that, and I actually believe it more because they put themselves out there. They're not ashamed to put themselves out there. To just say things, and and I think what once was probably just real people representing. I mean, it's always been the occult controlling each state or country, but once upon a time it probably was just a man that was a puppet playing his part. But I think it's beyond that now. It's got to the point where people are actually wearing face masks, and even to the point in technology where it's just deep fakes. And if they go out in public, they're actually wearing a mask. How Anthony Fauci, for example, is another one that you've seen him with his neck, and it's all like dangling, and it looks like he's wearing a face mask. And I've seen videos of people that have taken that look like they've got a real face. It looks like a real face, and then they take the mask off, and that real face rips off them, and it's not who I thought it was. I thought that this person was actually their face. I thought that was their face, and then they took the mask off and they revealed the real face. So face masks can look very real. Uh, so it's a very trickster world we live in. We live in a world of witchcraft and warlocks, witchcraft and black magic and psychological operations, which is all intertwined with each other. Disgraceful, disgusting people, witches. We hear this. They put it in movies, Disney movies, and other old style movies about witches and witchcraft and how they have this silly little laugh. It's like, like they're silly and sarcastic and they trick everyone, they trick everything. And I think that is the type of people that are running everything, controlling everything. They trick you with the mind. They know how the mind works. They know about the fields of the atmosphere, our surroundings, and how it works, how the earth works. They know everything, and they trick us, and they've tricked us ever since. And what we think the world is complete opposite to what it actually is. And that is where I'm at right now. And I think Freemasonry, and you look at crafting, witchcraft, ties into it. And I think it goes way above. And I think that is why they're able to take everything and control everything. And I think it's been going on for centuries at least. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. And it won't surprise me if these celebrities, these politicians, these kings and queens that are on the world stage. They call it the world stage, costumes. Got to put the costumes on, got to put the face masks on, and get ready. It's the same in theatre. When you go to a theatre and you go to watch something like Peter Pan. I'm just doing an example, Peter Pan or Beauty and the Beast or whatever. Some of them wear masks just for the theatre production and play that character. They believe that character, and it's the same on the world stage. And it's amazing how they can change someone on how they can change someone totally by changing from the person they actually are to what they want them to be, and they look like a totally different person with all the makeup and all the everything, and even the lighting, the cameras, everything plays a role in it. They've got that much technology now and that much material that they can just manipulate to such a deceitful level. We were in the age of information. I think the age of information was probably between 2010 to 2000 and maybe I'm going to go at the most 19. But I think it was before that. But there was a short period of time where were at the age of information. You'll be able to find out all this, right? I was able to find out all this in 2014, 15. Um, just looking through the internet and everything, and but now if that was me now, I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to just come across some information. Um, like then I'll just look through the internet, finding things out. I like finding things out. I like looking for the truth and all that. I've always been like that. That's why my name Life Truth Seeking. But but now, if I wanted to do what I did like 6 or 7 years ago, where I was just looking through the internet and then I found the information I need, I can't do that now. You have now. If you're either if people that don't know what's going on now, they're screwed. There's no way of waking them up unless you go directly to them. They cannot just find the information because it's not there. It's censored. It's gone. The age of censorship and deception is here. We're past the age of information. We're now in the age of deception. So that's where we're at right now. And they say loads of people, loads of people, loads of truthers, loads of freedom fighters, whatever you want to call them, are saying this World War Three's already begun. It began. It's probably been going on for freaking ever. It's probably been going on before World War One. It's probably been going on since whatever you think of Jesus, since Jesus was born. It's probably been going on way after that. I don't know, but it's definitely been going on for a very long time. It could have started since the 2001, the 2001 saga in New York. But yeah, World War Three's already begun, and it's an information war. It's a silent information war. An information war is it's so vital that we get the information because it can save so many lives. People that don't have the information and people don't know what's going on because they can't, they're trapped. And we're fighting this information war. And if we don't win this information war, and those people don't receive the information they need to survive, they're going to die. That's how dangerous it is. Because some occult psychopaths that control the world and the minions, the 10%, probably a lot of people say it's more than that. But I'll say 10% of the world's population, under some oath of secrecy, probably know something about, in return, know about a little bit of secrecy and are promised false hopes, false promises, while still working like a slave in the system, not knowing about the system like what we do, knowing it's all a load of crap and it's just some child uh, playground group bollocks. I always use that example, don't I? Kids in a playground. One of those kids decides to be a leader in this friendship group, and all the other kids in that friendship group accept it. But all the other kids outside of that friendship group just see that leader of that friendship group as just another kid. He's not a leader, he's a nobody to anyone else. So you need to take yourself out of that system. That's where we're at. That's where I'm at. That's what I think. If you're in that 10% of the world population, that secretly is, worshipping the Satan because you think it's cool, because, oh, look at me, I'm in the 10%, I know something, I've been told something by my masters, oh, I'm special, look at me, oh, look at me, I'm doing the all-seeing eye, look at this, look, I'm closing one eye and putting my finger to the lips, I'm in the 10%, I know what's going on, while still working like a freaking slave in freaking I don't know, in an office block somewhere. Maybe you get a little bit more money because you're in the occult or whatever, but you're still working like a slave. You still got to pay your fucking bills, haven't you? I knew someone that was fucking doing it. Caught him out, had the pentagram and everything. Works in a fucking hotel, uh, folding sheets, making beds. No, that's a great job, isn't it? Yeah, work like a slave to your masters and the German Scroungers and celebrate them. Go get your Union Jack as well. Seriously, I wonder how many of this 10% of cult knows really what's fucking going on. Or they've just been told a lie like us. They've been told that they're coming to the future. You'll be part of the new world. And their new world order, maybe you'll be a slave in their new world order. Seems to be quite a big thing in the developing countries like Brazil and some Eastern European countries. Seems to be quite big in those. So yeah, some Freemasons not on a lot of money either. Yet they still think that, oh, I'm special. They look after me. There's nothing going on. Look, I'm special. I'm a Freemason. That stuff. I'm not, but I'm just quoting it. Was claiming that the Freemasons and they're getting to a higher degrees and they're learning all this knowledge, this bullshit knowledge. Because once you get up a higher degree, apparently, you're told that that's all lies, and you've got to start over again. Everything you've been told is a lie. So every level of Freemasonry is a next step up, and you're every level you've been told that you've been lied to, and it gets to the point where you learn witchcraft and Satanism and all that. You might these some of this 10% of the world's population might know some stuff, but most of it's probably a load of shit. And they might, oh yeah, you go and deceive these people. You don't tell anyone. You can do this secret symbolic crap, and you can post on selfies or whatever, and to say, look at me, I'm cool, I'm part of the 10%. I know what's fucking going on. Look, oh look, I'll see now. Look, oh yeah, look, I'm closing one. I am part of the cult. I'm cool like you. Yeah, I'm. Those people don't know. Those idiots, those normies don't fucking know what's going on. But we do because we're part. We're special. We're special. But We still got to go to work. We still got to work like a slave, haven't we? We still got to do our jobs. But cause I want to know more of the truth. I want to get to the top. I want to go more through Freemate. I want to go through more through fucking Job's Daughter or fucking what's it called, Rainbow Girls or Eastern Star, all the bullshit. It's not just Freemasons, just fucking cover up in it. The cult's huge. Bunch of scumbags dealing with. Those are people that just thick, stupid, disgusting people. I wonder how many of them think they're actually doing good with it. I think it's a good thing. They've been brainwashed to believe about balance and the yin and yang and crap like that, right? The sun and the moon, the black and the white, yeah, the pillars. Maybe one day they can be powerful and practice witchcraft, be very powerful. But it just makes you wonder, doesn't it, what's really going on here? I'm here thinking, just thinking sometimes, maybe overthinking, but thinking about all different possibilities about this world, all different possibilities about people in general. I've thought so much. Some of the stuff I've thought about, you think I'm freaking insane. You'd think I'm absolutely insane if I told you some of the stuff that I've thought about just come into my head. And all the technology we have, right? And you look at the legends of the scrying mirrors, just go have a look. Scrying, scrying mirrors. It's an old legend, right? Way before all this technology came out. Way before this technology come out. And you look at it and you look how similar it looks to the smartphones. The scrying mirror was light that gave information, light, Lucifer, that gave information, told the future, and blah blah blah, right? And it gave predictions. Now you look at what the smartphone does. It's light that gives information, can give predictions, and you can look for anything on it. It tells you about yourself. It's the Lucifer beast system. This technology it's not something that's been introduced and invented in the last 50 years. This is a cult. This is part of the occult. This is the cult system, the cult material that they're giving us. And it's part of it's a weapon. It's weapons. It's weapon. It's yeah. It's occult weapons they used. Mind weapons. It's what the smartphone is. It's what the TV is. The TV is a mind weapon. The scrying mirrors, the black mirror, the black. You know the cat. You know you look at the when you're watching when everybody watches the news now, right? Everyone, all the people that are so fixed in and love the German Scroungers. You know the Saxo Cobber Gotha people, the Windsors, but to change the name, of course. They love them so much that they watch their black magic casting spells on them every night now, don't they? You know, that's what it does. The news, it broadcasts spells, casted spells, you know, the spellings, spelling, words, spells that go across like a line at the bottom of the screen while you're watching the news. And it always says live. And we know that everything's reversed in this world. We live in a mirror world. Everything's upside down and back to front. So live backwards is evil. So you've always got evil in the top right hand corner or the top left or the bottom left hand corner. So live from the studios or evil from the studios. And they're broadcasting the news. They're casting spells on you, changing your behavior, changing your perception. And it's constantly now, it's constantly ongoing 24/7, everywhere. Everywhere you go, in the shops, in the fucking pub, everywhere, it's always on. Whether it's Ukraine this, Ukraine that, oh the Queen's so amazing. Oh no, but the Queen's son's a paedophile. Oh no, but the Queen, she's a great woman. We love her so much. Oh, get the Union Jacks out, fly him. Yeah, woo, I'm a fucking slave. Yeah, woo. It could be a lot louder now, man. Couldn't do this outside. But yeah, that's like, you know, it's just people are just so blind. So blind. They can't see the woods for the trees. They can't see what's going on. You know, I have no one to talk to. No one that can just talk like this. You know, I tried to talk to my friends about it. They know some stuff. They're starting to realise that this CV was a bit of a little bit more exaggerated than it should. It's not as dangerous as they're made out on the news. That's what they're saying. No, it's bullshit. The whole thing's a load of crap. Oh my days, it's just crazy. I'm going mental. Need psychological help sometimes myself. Try by just keep getting away from things. Try and going for walks. Just I don't know, guys. I don't know. Sorry, I've read uh, your messages, Paul. Hold on. No, Jack, she's seen me. All right. Okay, it's on TV, mate. We are watching the same screen. She's on phone. I'm on tablet. Oh, Jack Susan does lives and puts up videos. You're always welcome to join, mate. Cheers, Paul. Jack, did you see the video from Davos the other day? Pfizer CEO said they have achieved their target goals by 2023. 50% of the population will be depopulated. That's a scary statement. I did see that, but apparently that was a fake video. And I think it was Max Egan shared it or something. And then there were people commenting saying that this video is fake and um, it's someone apparently put that in. He didn't actually, but he might as well have said that because it's true, isn't it? It's true. The second oldest lodge beside our parliament, the Dali, the first White House, and they have tunnels linking to each other. Yeah, and is they have underground. There's talk about the underground, don't there? As above, so below. What is under here? What is underground? What's above ground? Do you know what I mean? It just it feels like to me. This is another thing I've thought about in the past. I haven't done many videos. I'm just overthinking things, but I feel like I'm in a two-dimensional world right now. With all my life, I felt like, everything feels real, but now everything feels fake. Everything feels 2D, and I feel like there should be more to this world. Very weird feeling, but I just feel like I'm stuck. Everything's 2D. Where's the real feel of the real world? Because the world I'm in is not the real world, or not the world that I thought I was living in anyway. Um, yeah. Oh God, guys, sorry about the language, but yeah, got a bit of a sore throat. That's why I'm a bit croaky. And no one was here, so I don't know about this at the moment. I feel like I'm in La La Land, or I'm stuck in La La Land, and I'm trying to get out because everything around me at the moment is just so happy. Well, not like it. I want it to be. It's just it's weird because the same people that have been telling us to mask up and stay away from each other and don't go there, stay in your homes because they were so cold, so scared of this CV, and now getting together and celebrating the Queen's Jubilee, and they're having big parties, and they're getting close together and they're hugging each other like it never existed. It's like, what? You've just forgotten what's gone on in the past 2 years, for frig's sake. These people just, I don't know. You can make them forget something. You can say something really evil to them and bad to them. You can do something to them. You can steal the money and say to them, it's almost like you can just take the money away from them and then say, you never had any money in the first place. And they're, oh, okay, I forgot. I can't remember. Or you could steal something from them right in the face. And then 2 minutes later, you change the subject. And then suddenly they forget that you ever stole anything from them. I think that's how stupid these people are. It's like it's gone straight from CV to Ukraine, then now it's to freaking monkeypox, and now it's to the fucking Queen's Jubilee or the Queen. What next? Well, the Queen's death. Is everyone going to start putting Union Jacks on the profile picture when that happens? Do you know what I mean? That's and they will. That's what will happen. That is what is going to freaking happen. Oh yeah, and you'll get a day off work as well, and and it'll be the country will go into mourning, and it wouldn't surprise me if it was the 6th of June. It really wouldn't. I'm not saying it probably won't, but it won't surprise me. That'll be a great day for them to do something like that, announce the Queen's death, and say, "Oh," even though it's just a character. I don't think the Queen Elizabeth is a real entity altogether. I just think it's a character, and I think it's the same for the royal families. I think they're just the royal family in general. I think it's just, I think they're actors, aren't they? They are actors. Whether some of them are actually wearing face masks like the Queen, I think the Queen is. I mean, I saw her today. I mean, I don't know. She on TV when she was on a balcony. She looked really old, but what if she just dropped dead on the balcony? That's what I don't get. If their storyline is playing out like they planned, what happens? They've got to take into consideration what happens. She's just dropped dead on the balcony. Well, everyone was celebrating in Jubilee. It was all live. Then that one's supposed to happen on the 8th. It's supposed to happen on the 6th. That's what I mean. Would they risk putting a real Queen Elizabeth on the balcony? What's she like, 97 or something like that now? She's probably older than that. I don't know. She looked a lot older, but she's on the balcony and then suddenly she just drops dead. They're going to risk that happening, or are they just going to put loads of makeup on someone, put a mask on someone, and say, "You're the queen. You go out there. You look like the queen. Make them look like the queen and go out there as the queen." Right? Because I can do that. I think it's the same with that freaking Anthony Fauci as well. It's very strange, isn't it? We live in a really weird world where the world's run by old people, really old people. I mean, Joe Biden, for Christ's sake, how old's he now? You know, he's in his 80s, isn't he? How old's Joe Biden? Let's have a look. 79. Wow, 79. Still, 79. A 79-year-old running um, supposedly the most powerful country in the world, right? We've got a 97-year-old woman. I think she's 97. Could be wrong. Oh, 96. Okay, 96. A 96-year-old woman running England and the Commonwealth, right? They just get these people. You've got to be like 50 or above or something just to run a country these days. You've got to be very powerful. You've got to be over 50. It's just, that's how I see it. I mean, or to be on the world stage, you've got to be over 50 in the political era, except from a few, of course, like Justin Trudeau, who I actually question. Another one who is he even a real human being? Is he a fucking robot? Is he wearing a mask? Is he a deep fake? Because he always looks different. His face features always look different, don't they? And then you've got the horse mouth in New Zealand, don't you? Got a name. You know, the one with the big teeth. It looks like it's going to bite your fucking head off. Um, Now it's just you and Suzanne today, Paul. I don't know where everyone is commenting. No one's commenting but you two. It's not real. It's the world. What they want. So they will do everything in their power to have it like La La Land. Yeah. Ireland are already programming for winter. Australia is supposedly suffering a flu outbreak. The only way to get on top of it, we must get our no, mate. Nope. Um. Yeah. So just a few stuff. Really. I don't know what to say. I just thought I'd do a live because I haven't done one in a while. I haven't really even bothered to do videos for a long time because I'm not doing as many as I did because I just don't get the views. I just can't get through to people. You know, it's great you guys that watch and everything. You know, it's good, and I'll still continue to make them for you. I just wish it would reach more people. And YouTube are clearly deliberately restricting me from that. Oh, one love. You all right? Got someone else here. It's information and overload by design. They're throwing so much at us, facts and fibs. Confusion, doubt is all to their advantage. Yeah, it's like I said, an information war. We're in the age of information. We're now in the age of deceit. We're in the deceitful age, and I think the age of deceit could probably go on for another decade, um, at least. But we're going to see some interesting things. I mean, I look at what's going on in Ukraine and Russia thing, psyop, and I'm thinking, how are they going to end that? How would they end that? Can they end that now? Can they end that without saying, you know, without people realizing it's all bullshit? How would they end the Ukraine and Russia? Because they can't just come on the news and say, oh, Putin's moved out of Ukraine, everything go back to normal. I think it's way past that they've passed that now, haven't they? So something big has got to happen to end the Russia and Ukraine, right? Something massive, or it could be the start of something. I mean, these people are very patient about what they do. You noticed they take their time. That it's not one crisis after another. It's probably like one major crisis, and then one what seems it might develop into a crisis and then don't go anywhere, and then another one way that might develop into a crisis, don't go anywhere, and then another mini few psyops along the way, a few mass shootings, a few of this, that, and the other, nothing major, and then one day, boom, suddenly unexpected, comes out of nowhere, war. Because people at the moment are now in their what's the word their mind state of Russia and Ukraine. It's just like Afghanistan and Iraq, and it's like it won't go anywhere. Don't worry about it. It's not. I mean, it's all bullshit anyway. It'll be a staged war, of course, because they all work together. But I always have to explain that to people because some people misinterpret what I say half the time. Like I'll say there's going to be a war, and people believe that I actually believe in the war um, paradigm and all that. And I don't because you look at a lot of the stuff that's been going on in Ukraine. None of it's true. A lot of it is staged. You got some crisis actors there, and it's just been fair ever since. But it doesn't mean that they plan to develop it into a staged war with the rest of the world. It wouldn't surprise me if they did it on the 6th, straight after the Queen's Jubilee, maybe on that night or something. 6th of June 2022, 666, right? Wouldn't surprise me at all. But yeah, this Russia Ukraine thing, it's gone too far for them just to say, "Oh, we'll just forget about this. This is dying down now. It's going to go off." No, something big has got to happen to end it, and for something new to start, or it could be the start of something big. Um, but people are in that mindset now. If it's just, "Oh, it'll go away. It don't matter. It's fine." Ukraine's winning, even though it's all bullshit. They all work together, but um, yeah, no. This has got to go somewhere now. If you believe in the narrative that Putin's this bad guy, is then is there to take Ukraine and invade Ukraine. He would have invaded Ukraine anyway. Way he should have invaded all of Ukraine by now if it was real. Definitely. But now you've got Ukrainian women throwing freaking what they called petrol bombs at them. And the Russians are all scared. These big, scary Russians are very scared of these old Ukrainian women throwing petrol bombs, and these random young Ukrainian soldiers um, with guns that have never shot a gun in their life. It's all bullshit, but they can't just say, "Oh, this Russia and Ukraine thing, nothing to worry about now. We're going to move on to something else," because it's gone too far for that to happen. So they've got to have something big planned for that to either escalate into something else or to end, whatever that could be. I mean, it's endless what they can do, right? We're not psychic. We can have an idea of what's going on. We have knowledge to kind of have a better idea of what's going on than the rest of the world population, but we're still unsure. But it's good to be open to what they could do: cyber attack, war, famine. They seem like the major three options at the moment. What other ones? Weather, warfare. They can do all sorts of shit, right? Hey guys, I've nearly been going on for an hour, so I'm not going to be too long. Truth will prevail, its greatest strength. Yeah. Is China going to invade Taiwan? Well, no. In the scenario of the storyline and the narrative and the fake stream media pushing it, they probably claim that China's invaded Taiwan when really it's just one big shit show in it, one big puppet show, because they all work together. Like I said, say millions of times, but they'll probably uh, push the scenario and get it into people's heads that China has invaded Taiwan so they can escalate this ongoing war, this fake war. And it doesn't mean, and when I say fake war and stage war, it doesn't mean people won't die because they are psychopaths and they have the ability to kill people if they want to. But and it doesn't mean people have actually died in this fake war because they probably have. I don't know. But yeah, they'll give you that concept that China and is invaded Taiwan. Like they give you the concept that Russia's invaded Ukraine when really they're working together. They're both economic forum uh, puppets, the same as the Chinese president is a World Economic Forum puppet, and the same as the Taiwanese, I would say, leader is also a World Economic Forum puppet. They all belong to the same corps, don't they? Dead fiction. It's all dead fiction. But in the dead fiction scenario, they could push the scenario that China's going to invade Taiwan and then escalate into something else. Bilf Wells, that's in Wales, isn't it? Yeah, I've heard of it. I mean, I've never been there. I've never been there though. I know it's in Wales. I don't know. I don't know how that might be near where I am actually. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where it is. I've heard of it. Yeah. I mean, I'm in a little place called Brecon. I'm just looking now to see where it is. Do you know? It's not actually that far from Brecon. Oh, it really isn't that far from Brecon, to be honest. Why? You used to live in Brecon, really? Oh, me heck. Small world. I don't live in Brecon. I just my grandparents live in Brecon. In fact, they live outside Brecon. Um, are you from Wales then, One Love? It's 7 miles from there. What are you from Wales then? Be interesting to know. You moved here from Manchester 30 years ago. Yeah, do you like it then? Do you like I love Wales. I think Wales is a beautiful country. I think some of the Welsh people are a bit annoying, but most of them are nice, but Wales is absolutely beautiful. Uh just everything about it. It seems traditional. It's a bit better. I actually prefer it to England in some ways because it's more traditional than England. It seems to have more of a culture. I do like Wales. Uh, I think at the moment, though, to me, it's a little bit out of the way, a bit isolated. I mean, Cardiff. I used I used to live in Cardiff as well. One love. I went to college there for a year, and Cardiff's a nice city. Cardiff's a really nice city, actually. If anyone in the UK has never been to Wales or let alone Cardiff, um, you really should visit. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful country. Cardiff itself is a beautiful city in some ways. Um, it's got loads of castles as well. One more. I think it's got more castles than anywhere else in the world per head. I adore the nature, but there is a lot of nationalism. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of the what's he called, Mark. People call him Mark Dickford, don't they? Or Mark Drakeford, the leader in Wales. But um, yeah, he's been a right tyrant, hasn't he? Um, my nan, she, for some reason, she likes him. She likes him, but she because she's in the cot. Like I said, I've got no one to talk to really. I mean, I've got one friend back up in Lincolnshire, but that I can talk to. But apart from that, none of my family are awake. They don't want to know anything I say because they just see it as conspiracy bullshit. So I just give up with them. Two of my stuff. Go to Cardiff Uni, yeah, Cardiff Uni. It's a nice place, Cardiff. It is a nice city. I like Rove Park and what's the other park called? Rove. There's Rove, yeah, Rove Park and Butte Park. I like those areas. I used to go there. His son is in prison for vulnerable adults. Oh, sorry. His son is in prison for the rape of vulnerable adults. What, Mark Drayford's son? These people, all these politicians and celebrities, have all got dirt on them, haven't they? Especially in the UK. Ricky Neck, the British government are disgusting, aren't they? Look at the parties and all that. You know, they expose them. You know, we know they happen. Clearly, you know, they're not just saying, "Oh, they're doing this to piss me off." No, they generally do that. And you want all celebrities, all of them. They all have parties and lockdowns. Every single celebrity, every single politician you can think of, no matter where you are in the world, they've all had parties. You know, they all get together because they know it's bullshit because they're pushing the propaganda and they're part of the cult. Because if they wasn't part of the cult, they wouldn't be a celebrity. It's as simple as that. But yeah, the fact that the mainstream media have exposed all this crap, yeah, the British people still put their faith in the government. I just don't get it. It's just it's just fucking. It just shows how people are just so easily manipulated, mind manipulated, and it's like it just makes you wonder sometimes. Are we even the same species of them? What are these things that they call themselves human? But yeah, no, well, I like Wales, and I haven't been here in, I think, since the start of January. Like, you know, the start of this year. I don't really get to see my family often down here, but when I do, I do. I love it. You know, and they live in the countryside as well, which makes it better. I mean, you've got sheep and cows, and you can even hear chickens sometimes, and you can see squirrels going across the garden, and you know, it's a totally different environment to where I live back up north. Uh, Anyway, guys, I think well, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because it's over an hour, and I was only planning to do an hour anyway. But I'll just read these comments, and I'll just think if I've got anything else to say before I go, and then I'll leave it there. But yeah, been nice. Perverse wankers. You all right, Joan? Jesus, Joan? They're trying to pervert human nature. Yeah, create their own fake nature. Um, can you explain that a little bit more, Jesus Jones? There is no try, there is so, or do not, they are doing. Interesting to know what you mean by that. Yeah, where we're at, we're in the age of deceit at the moment, and it is an information war, and it's a spiritual war as well, very highly spiritual war. Um, and yeah, it's a spiritual war as well. I think now I'm just gonna I don't know. I'm tired, to be honest. I don't know if I'm just going to go to sleep. I haven't been very well either, though. I've had a bit of a detox. I don't know if you haven't if you're new to this video, what I was saying earlier is I've got a bit of a sore throat. That's why I've got a croaky voice today. But it's because I've had a bit of a detox because I don't think I've been eating healthy this week. So my body's had a bit of a detox. I've had a sore throat, I've had a cough and a cold. Nothing major, just a detox. Like we all have. We all have detoxes, don't we? We all get a runny nose. We all have a cough occasionally. We all know it's just a detox. It's natural, isn't it? Nothing to do with bullshit viruses or anything like that they're pushing. I mean, they love the. I want to say mankind, but they do love to say that quite a lot. But us as human beings, we've survived the thousands and thousands of years, right? It's so called, right? We've survived maybe even a lot longer, maybe even hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions. Who knows? But we've survived for so long. Yet all of a sudden, we need some fake medicine to make us better. Yet we've survived all this time through all these centuries and all that through worse conditions. Yet all of a sudden now we need some fake medicine to make us feel better. It's just, I just can't see. People just don't think like that. People just don't think. They don't say, hold on a minute. We've survived for thousands of years. How come all of a sudden, after thousands of years of going through shit and all sorts of contamination and all sorts of stuff, uh, we live with bacteria. We've been way dirtier than what we are now. Why all of a sudden are they pushing the narrative that we need to stay away from germs? I mean, we are fucking living germs. That's what we are. We live in germs. We live with germs. Germs is what keeps us healthy. They're they're reversing that and turning it upside down and back to front like they do because they are occultists and they like to trick us and saying that germs are bad for us. Carbon zero. Don't breathe carbon dioxide. Masks help because they stop carbon dioxide, our natural ability to breathe. These people are psychopaths. These people are freaking psychopaths. I'm not just talking the 10% of the world's population that are probably dark occultists in to some level of occultism have hidden they have some hidden knowledge that they're not allowed to talk about or they're under oath. That 10% is they're just they're stupid as well. They don't know that they've been freaking uh, brainwashed and deceived massively. They're not. You really think the people like the freaking British royal family or the people that control the British royal family, the ultra rich, care about the 10%? They just see them as scavengers as well. They're just using them to implement all the shit that's going on today. That's what they're doing. And when they've put everyone else onto the truck and killed everyone else, I'm pretty sure they'll get rid of them as well because they're in no use anymore. You go in as well, and they're given false promises because, and I just don't get it. I just yeah. But all us lot, we're in the right way. We're in the right, heading in the right direction. We can see the deception. We know not to trust, right? Not to put your trust in someone you don't know. The only person you really should be trusting is yourself and whatever you believe in spiritually, whether it's Jesus, whether it's Muhammad, whatever, right? It's up to you. I have my own beliefs. I don't just go like uh, forcing it on people though. But I don't care what, as long as it's not as long as it's not Satan or Lucifer or the Eye or whatever, or witchcraft. As long as it's none of them or any of the other pagan crap that they push, because it's Satanism and it's dark occultism, and it all leads to it's all intertwined, it's all linked, and we know about the the child abductions and all that stuff, and it's been going on in the past. I've got to be very careful about what I say because I've probably already um, gone too far with stuff I've said today. But to be honest, I don't care anymore. I'm past caring because I'm getting shadow banned, and I feel like just if I'm just gonna say stuff like CV, I'm getting to the point now. Even if I say stuff like CV and the magic potion or the injection or whatever like that, I feel like I'm I feel it to some extent when I think about it, I'm actually participating and um, engaging with their rules. And really, I should be just rebelling against it. But then at the same time, I don't want to get my video and my channel taken down because I feel like I've put the effort in and I've got all my videos there, and and I've built it up over time, and they're there for people to watch if they want to watch them. I don't want that to happen at the same time, but I don't know. It's a shame, really, but I could just go out and say whatever the fuck I want, just with words. I could call it a CV COVID and all that crap, and the jab something else. But I just feel like if I do that, I get my channel taken down. It's just, but at the same time, I feel like I should be doing that. I shouldn't be engaging with the rules because that's kind of participating. But yeah, there is do or do not. There is no try Yoda, something like that. Okay. Exciting times ahead, Jack. Definitely, definitely. If you've gone 2 years without sticking a swab up your nose or sticking needles inside you, then you're on the right track and just watch the show. All meant to be, it's just about opening your mind and seeing the positives. Yeah, hard to do. Love helps when you stick to positive peers. You can get all the positive people that just, but you've got to be careful because when you get too much positivity, they this is the thing, you see, when you look into I don't really want to, I don't know, I'll probably talk about it in another video, but I don't know what your thoughts are on meditation and summoning demons and it been satanic, right? And it been a direct link to witchcraft. But I'll talk about it in another video. But if people are too positive, they neglect anything that's negative and they pretend like everything's okay. And people like that in ignorant bliss are themselves heading into a trap. So you've kind of got to have a balance, not be too negative and positive. I think they're failing. I think I do actually think in some ways that it hasn't gone to plan with the CV because it seemed like they pushed all the restrictions back very quickly because I don't think enough people were complying. I could be wrong, but that's a positive thought on it. So there is ways to change these people's plans and ideas and fuck their plans and ideas up. It's just with at the moment we don't have enough people that are doing that. At the moment, people are just ignoring the fact of what's gone on in the last 2 years under tyranny and going, yay, yay, let's celebrate these people that caused us tyranny and scared the shit out of us. Yay, let's wave our Union Jack. Woo. God save the German Scrounger. Queen Elizabeth Saxe Coburg Gotha, right? Sorry, Windsor. Windsor, right? Yeah, let's name it after Windsor Castle. Windsor, I don't know. I want Windsor Castle named after them. Well, they celebrating their castles, palaces, and fortresses while we starve and energy prices and skyrocket and we can't afford to put food on the table or we can't afford to keep warm because of um, manufactured hyperinflation and all that crap. But yeah, guys, anyway, cheers. Thanks for your time, and I hope you are well, stay well, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.